What's the next step in the evolution of information? Dr. Michal Irani.
Video is a very rich source of information, yet our efficiency in utilizing it is surprisingly low. Video data allows us to see ranges much wider than the human eye can otherwise behold. Changes that occur with time and space. Mathematical algorithms that we're developing allow for the extraction and manipulation of this kind of information. This will enable robots to see where they're going and will probably turn video into the information highways vehicle of the future.
How do nerve cells communicate? Dr. Henry Markram.
We used to think that each nerve cell shares all its information equally with all its neighbors. Then we began to listen to what each neighbor hears and found that each one hears something different. Just like us, nerve cells only listen to what they want to hear. It's like listening to one instrument in a symphony orchestra and then switching to listen to another. This is becoming very exciting because it brings into question just how objectively the brain can actually see the world.
How do lasers trap atoms in the dark? Dr. Nir Davidson.
Scientists who want to study the properties of gas atoms run into a problem. These atoms are flying around at an enormous speed. At this very moment, gas atoms are zooming by at 1,000 kilometers an hour. To slow them down, we use laser cannons that shoot the atoms in all directions, trapping them in the dark behind walls of light waves. The trapped and ultra-cold atoms may be used to build atomic clocks that will be late by only 1,000th of a second once in 1,000 years.
Can light be turned into fuel? Dr. Gad Haase.
Imagine a world with plenty of environment-friendly, inexhaustible fuel. It already exists, hydrogen. The problem? It's trapped in water, and extracting it requires plenty of costly energy. One day, it may be possible to develop semiconductor-based materials that will remove hydrogen from water with the help of inexpensive sunlight. Our research brings us closer to this goal by observing changes in single atoms and molecules on semiconductor surfaces.
What's the snail's secret of regeneration? Dr. Michael Fainzilber.
We're different from snails, but it's not necessarily in our favor. People can't grow replacement organs, but certain sea snails can. Do snails produce unknown proteins that enable them to grow new nerve cells? If we could discover such proteins, we might be able to use them to support human brain cells. In the future, this might make it possible to treat neurodegenerative diseases such as Parkinson's and Alzheimer's.